Hello guys, good morning. This is Mr. Femi Ojo, your operating system teacher. I'm here to show you certain things in the Windows operating system environment as we discussed in class some times ago, especially for those of you that are not very familiar with the operating system terrain, or those of you that do not probably have a computer right now, or you do not have an opportunity to be interacting with the computer. On my immediate screen, as you can see, the entirety of my screen, like I told you, is referred to as desktop. We call it desktop. I want to believe that the idea came from the fact that, if you have a desk or you have a table in offices, you can put your books on it, you put your biro, you put your pencil, you put your laptop, you put your working tools, you put a lot of items. I want to believe that's where the idea is conceived. And here you are. Quickly, let me show you what I have here. On my immediate screen, I told you the entirety of the screen is referred to as desktop. So on my desktop, we're told that you can have what we call all these items you're looking at that I'm clicking one by one. We call them icons. Icons. You are told that an icon is a graphical representation of a file, folder, or shortcuts. For instance, let me show you a file. This is a file that I created with Microsoft Word. The file is called Introduction to Publishing. That's a file created in Microsoft Word, the one I put on this logo, on the Dell logo. That's a file. And don't forget, I told you a file can be created, can be grown, can be stored, can be communicated, can be deleted, can be shrunk, and all of that. Then also we have a folder. Whether file or folder, they are still referred to as icon. These are two folders. If you want to see, if you notice folder, most times they have yellow color. They are container where you can store things. You can store items inside them. For instance, let's look at a particular folder. Let me look for food tech folder. The school is on my desktop. Look at it. That's a folder on my desktop. If I open the folder, can you see some items inside that folder that we call school? I have food, I have OTM, I have routing and switching, and I have some two other files. These are two files inside that folder, making total of 5 items inside a particular folder, meaning that you can store a folder inside a folder. So that's about icon. All these items you see on your desktop, we call them icons. Okay, that's about that. Quickly, let me sort them back to their various ways. They have gone back to their ways. Then the entirety of this area where I'm moving my mouse is called background. It's called background. As a matter of fact, they are or we call it wallpaper. Some people call it wallpaper. You can decide to change your wallpaper. You can personalize your wallpaper, meaning that you can actually add some other background. Like if I click on any of this background, can you see background here? I can change the background setting. If I click on this now, see what it has done. I've just double click on one of them. If I go back to my screen, look at what I have there. It has changed the background of that. As a matter of fact, you can go there, you can even set your pictures there or your images there. Okay, that's about that. On the desktop too, another thing we have apart from the icon is the one that we call taskbar. From here, from this left hand side, this left hand corner, to the right hand side where you have notifications or you have your time, is referred to as taskbar. As a matter of fact, this is the idea. This is the taskbar there. This black item at the bottom pane. Let me see if I can drag it out. Okay, I click on it. Let's see if I can drag it out. Alright, okay, the taskbar, look at it. If I go to the taskbar, if I right click on it, it's locked, so I can't move it. But let me unlock it so that you see what it looks like. If I click on this, I can shift it to the right outside. Can you see? That item, that particular item that I've just shifted is called taskbar. I can decide to return it to, that's your taskbar. On your taskbar, we have start button. If I click on start button, see what it's doing. It's actually pointing me to the fact that I can open the application that already been installed. Look at this, all the added application listed here. I have CapCut, WPS Office, and so on and so forth. You can scroll down, you see all of them, all of the applications that are installed. WhatsApp, a lot of them. I have a number of them. So if you want to open any of them, you just click on it, it will open. Like for instance, let me click on WhatsApp, it will load the application already. The application is loaded already. You can see it's displayed on the taskbar. So let me drag my taskbar to the original point, to the back, to the position. I've dragged it back. That's one thing you see on taskbar. You see list of, if you click on start, you see list of items you can start. Then if the next to it is search. If you want to start a particular application, or if you are looking for a particular file, you can decide to search here. For instance, let me type letter here. I'm looking for a particular letter. I type letter here. Can you see? I have letter there. That's a particular file. Assuming that's the file I'm looking for, I can just decide to click on it. It will open it up. It will load it up. It will open it up. That's the file. But for now, I don't need that. Let me close that. Then another thing you see on the taskbar are the icons. Any application, there are some icons here. You can decide to pin some of the items on the taskbar. That's why you see them continually on the taskbar. For instance, let me close this window. I have just closed Microsoft Word window, but the Microsoft Word application is still showing on the taskbar because I've pinned it to the taskbar. How do I do that? I right click on it. Can you see? I can click on pin from the taskbar. Then you no longer see it on the taskbar. It has removed. But something very important I needed to show you here. If I go to this file called Microsoft Word, this document called Introduction to Publishing, if I should open it, let me open it up. I open it, Word. Immediately you will see that the icon will appear on the taskbar. Meaning that, can you see? That's it here. Meaning that one of the functions of taskbar is that it will display the currently running application. It displays the currently running applications or applications. That's why you see some of them. The moment you close an application, if that application is not pinned to task, then you will not see it on the taskbar again. But if it's pinned to task, you will still see it there. Okay, that's about that. Let's close this. Then the next thing, some other things you can see on the taskbar are the battery. If you are using laptop, like I'm a laptop user, you see your battery. You see some notification for news here. These are some news here that are automatically, coming up. That's it. Those are some new feature added to the taskbar. Then the next thing you see there, you can see your battery. I'm fully charged, 5 hours. You have your internet icon there, meaning that I'm connected to internet. You have the speaker, the one I'm speaking with. You have the speaker. I have the microphone. Then I have date and time, and I have some notification close to the edge of it. So those are the things you see on the taskbar. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what the desktop environment looks like in most operating systems. Even if it's not Windows operating system, most of them carry this feature. You will see start. You will see taskbar. You see the background, which we call wallpaper, and you see list of icons on this screen. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening.